Welcome back to Crypto Altcoin News, the place where we dive deep into everything crypto. From market trends to the latest breaking news, we've got you covered. In today's video, we're tackling a fascinating topic that could reshape the future of Bitcoin and its place in the global economy. As analysts are pointing to a new wave of Bitcoin adoption, we're left asking, are corporations finally catching Bitcoin FOMO? Let's break it down.
So, what exactly is this new wave of Bitcoin adoption we're hearing about? If you've been following crypto news lately, you may have noticed an increase in institutional interest surrounding Bitcoin. Analysts are calling it a new phase of adoption, where big players, corporations, financial institutions, and even governments are moving beyond just investing in Bitcoin and starting to integrate it into their core operations. Over the past year, we've seen some big names, Tesla, MicroStrategy, and even BlackRock, making waves by either adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets or launching Bitcoin-related products. But analysts are now suggesting that we're entering a new, more mature stage. It's no longer just about accumulating Bitcoin. We're talking about full-scale integration. Now let's talk about this FOMO, fear of missing out. But this time, it's not just individual investors worrying about missing out on Bitcoin's potential upside. We're seeing massive companies getting involved in a very big way. Why? Well, Bitcoin is often seen as a hedge against inflation, a store of value in uncertain economic times. And, let's face it, there's a lot of money to be made if you time it right. Many companies that were initially hesitant are now realizing they might be missing out on a unique opportunity. Take the example of Square, now known as Block. They've made Bitcoin a core part of their payment infrastructure. And then there's PayPal, which allows users to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin directly through their platform. Square's founder, Jack Dorsey, has been one of the loudest advocates for Bitcoin. His long-term vision for the digital currency goes beyond simple transactions. He believes it could play a major role in the future of finance, and other CEOs are starting to share similar views. But this new wave of adoption isn't just about corporations buying Bitcoin as an asset. We're seeing a shift toward utilizing Bitcoin technology itself: blockchain, smart contracts, decentralized finance. The technology that underpins Bitcoin is becoming more widely adopted across industries, from supply chain management to digital identities. For instance, major corporations like IBM and JP Morgan have started exploring blockchain solutions for streamlining processes. We're also seeing traditional financial institutions rolling out Bitcoin-related services, some even developing their own cryptocurrencies. All of this signals a huge shift in the corporate world's stance on crypto. One of the most intriguing developments has been Bitcoin's role as a corporate treasury asset. More companies are holding Bitcoin as part of their reserves, much like they would with traditional assets like gold or US dollars. Take MicroStrategy, for example. The company now holds over 100,000 Bitcoin. That's not just pocket change. This is a massive commitment to Bitcoin as a store of value. It's a signal to other companies that Bitcoin isn't just a speculative asset. It's a serious asset class that can hedge against the dollar's decline and inflationary pressures. Let's zoom out for a moment. What we're seeing isn't just limited to corporate America. This new wave of Bitcoin adoption is happening globally. Countries like El Salvador have already made Bitcoin legal tender, and others are considering similar moves. Countries in Africa and Southeast Asia, where access to banking infrastructure is limited, are also turning to Bitcoin as a way to bring financial services to the unbanked. And with Bitcoin's growing institutional interest, we might see more countries and companies jumping on board. After all, nobody wants to be left behind in what some are calling the digital gold rush. So, where does all this leave us? Are we witnessing the beginning of a massive shift in the way corporations interact with Bitcoin? Are we about to see a world where Bitcoin is as mainstream as stocks or bonds in corporate portfolios? Analysts believe we're just scratching the surface. What started as a speculative asset has now matured into a legitimate alternative asset class. The new wave of Bitcoin adoption is about corporations going beyond just holding Bitcoin. They're starting to integrate it into their business models, and that could change everything. From payment systems to financial products, the impact of Bitcoin's rise could be far-reaching.
So, what do you think? Are corporations finally catching Bitcoin FOMO, or is this just the beginning of a much bigger revolution? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth crypto content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep your portfolio diversified and your mind open to the future of finance.